Hello guys, Messenger and FA, we're back again with some more Pokemon Battle Revolution. It's time for Stargazer Colosseum Masters Battle, the final Colosseum before the World's Greatest Training Tournament. The Masters Battle is the ultimate knockout battle against super strong trainers. Make the best use of all your skills and knowledge. We have a competitor here who took part in the Lily of the Valley Conference. They want to see if they can become the World's Greatest Trainer in the tournament. It is Conway's team. Will they be able to make it through these trainers? Or will they fall? First up is Masterclass Chance. Can Conway somehow make it through this Colosseum in the Masters Battle to prove they have what it takes to be part of the tournament for the World's Greatest Trainer Tournament?
Stargazer Colosseum.
Time will tell.
Battle, set one. Only the best Pokemon
Chances decided to show off his battle skills. Being in the Masterclass, surely he's earned it.
Both corners are full of energy, so we're sure to see a great battle. The battle begins.
Dustos goes for the light screen, boosting their special defense. Aggron goes for the head smash. But there happens to be a Charlie Berry on the Vespiquen. It hits! And Vespiquen goes down.
Taken out already. It's twisting the dimensions.
Out comes Trick Room, and that's going to give Conway's team priority, as they will be the slowest Pokemon on the field.
Muffin is sent out.
Out comes Muffin.
The blue corner calls their Pokemon.
Slowking is called back. Being a psychic type against bug types is probably not best for it to be on the field. As out comes Licky Licky. Dustos goes for the protect. As Aggron goes for a head smash into the Muffin.
A fierce blow. Muffin
It connects.
barely holds
But
on.
Muffin seems to have a focus sash. Muffin goes for an energy ball into Aggron.
Fierce blow. It's a direct.
It does a massive amount of damage thanks to the little special defense of an Aggron.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Aggron goes for a head smash this time into Dustox. Critical hit, and Dustox goes down.
A huge amount of damage. It's down.
Licky Licky goes for a body slam,
A hard
and down
body
goes
slam.
Muffin.
It couldn't take it. It's down.
That means that Chance is down to his last Pokemon,
Wormadam.
which
is
happens
sent
to be
out.
Wormadam.
Something strange. Distortion. What's this? The Colosseum.
Wormadam goes for the Earthquake. He happens to be taking advantage of the Trick Room going first, and Aggron goes down.
It's down and out.
It is in a 1 versus 3 situation still though. Can Wormadam somehow come out on top? Body slam hits. But Wormadam is able to survive. No paralysis. That is unfortunate for Conway. However, out comes Dusknoir next. It seems to be exerting its pressure. Wormadam goes first with a fissure. It hits, and this one goes down immediately. What is this crazy amount of luck right now? The opponent able to bring it down to a 1 versus 2. As Licky goes for a body slam once again.
A beautiful attack.
It hits, but Wormadam's still not down. Live screen wears off. As Licky gets more HP back with its leftovers. And the twisted dimensions return to normal. Out comes Slowking.
The red corner stands with their backs against the wall. Wormadam will be lucky to get through this crisis.
Wormadam gets a quick hole proc. He goes for a fissure again. But unfortunately, he's unable to hit the opponent. It's Licky goes for a body slam.
A hard hit from
It's a critical hit, and Wormadam goes down.
It went down.
Conway able to make it through the first trainer.
Now over.
With
The
2
blue corner
Pokemon remaining.
pulls an impressive victory.
Chance is eliminated, and Conway moves forward. This is Masterclass Kerry. Kerry says there's a real way to use items, and he will teach the opponent how they're used.
Millions of stars flicker in the night as we stand on this meteorite. An exciting battle is about to begin in a world of illusion created by the Poketopia Master. And now,
The champ goes for a protects.
Machamp protects itself.
Pelipper goes for the Tailwind. But that is going to be unfortunate, as that's going to be against their favor. Shuckle goes for the Toss-In, but is unable to
Machamp
connect.
protected itself from the attack.
However, Sulking goes for the Trick Room, and being the slowest things on the field, especially if that's that Tailwind, the opponent is in trouble
Something
now.
strange. Distortion. What's this? The Colosseum.
Sulking goes for a Psychic, as the opponent... Sorry, Shuckle goes for Stealth Rock first. Then Sulking goes for a Psychic into the Machamp. It hits! And Machamp goes down.
It's down.
Sulking seems to take some life ball damage as Fling comes out from Pelipper. Flinging out King's Rock. It hits Shuckle, but it does next to no damage. Out comes Sudowoodo, who takes some Stealth Rock damage.
The blue corner has the lead when comparing the number of remaining Pokemon, but the battle has just begun.
Shuckle goes for a Toxic, but unfortunately it's going to miss. Psychic comes out from Slowking into the Sudowoodo, and Sudowoodo goes down.
A huge amount of damage. It's down.
Pelipper goes for a Water Pulse into Slowking, recognizing it as an offensive threat here, but it ain't gonna matter as no confusion was able to be put in place.
The blue corner currently leads. Can they end this quickly?
Shuckle goes for the protect. His Slowking goes for the surf. However, Shuckle will not be hit thanks to using protect. The barrier protecting it, and Surf is going to hit the opposing Pokemon. Both of them on the field. Nobody takes a lot of damage, but it's able to hold on. Pepper goes for a Water Pulse. But unfortunately, Shuckle was protecting itself. As Opening goes for a Fling. And flings off a Flame Orb. It hits Slowking, but it doesn't do much damage at all.
Slowking seems to be in pain. This could get dangerous if it lasts too long. The blue corner calls their Pokemon back.
Dustoir comes out. Shuckle's returned to its Pokeball. Their Slowking goes to the surf. Pelipper doesn't take much, but Dustoir seems to take it relatively well as well. Well, that's going to be the end of Lopunny.
It went down.
This is now a 1 versus 4 situation with Pelipper being the only Pokemon left on the opponent's side of the field as it goes for a Roost, bringing its HP back. Slowking takes more damage from its burn. The Flame Orb eventually coming in, but the Trick Room lets off. It's going to be the opening that the opponent needs.
What kind of developments can we expect to see next?
Dustoir goes for the Shell Sneak into Pelipper. It hits, but Pelipper's able to hold on. Pelipper goes for a Water Pulse into Dustoir, but Dustoir reads it relatively well. How could Psychic for the Slowking? Will it be enough? It will as Pelipper goes down. With that, this battle is over. And Conway moves on to the next trainer. Okay, so they focus too much on strategy. And that seemed to be the reason why they lost. I say otherwise, it was the terrible choice in Pokemon. Joe's Groupie Kelsey is up next. I'm surprised we're on to the semi-final already. There must only be 4 battles in this Colosseum. Conway so far has made it through 2 trainers. Will they be able to continue?
Neither side can afford to give up in this battle.
Mr. Man goes for a Focus Blast into Aggron. And Aggron is gone right off the rip.
Taken out already.
Conway is now in a 4 versus 3 situation early. That is very unfortunate. Pachirisu goes for a Flatter. Into Slowking. Boosting his special attack. However, own tempo prevents confusion. It just gave them a free boost. This Trick Room goes into play. Out comes Licky Licky.
Something strange. Distortion. What's this? The Colosseum. Licky Licky.
Licky Licky goes for Protect. As a +1 special attack surf comes out from the Slow King, Licky Licky is not going to be affected by that surf. But the opponent is in for a world of hurt with a Life Orb beast on top of that. Gone goes Mr. Mime, but Pachirisu is able to hold on. Slow King takes some Life Orb damage, but out comes Super Van from the Pachirisu. That's going to cut its HP in half. That is going to limit the amount of time Slow King gets on the field. As out comes Perugly.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. What kind of developments can we expect to see next?
Licky Licky goes for a double protect, but unfortunately isn't able to get it. We are not the computer, folks, so we don't get the cheesy, cheating way of survival.
Slow King cannot move.
Out comes Fun away from Pachirisu. And that's going to paralyze the Slow King, which could be devastating.
Something strange. Distortion. What's this? The Colosseum. Licky Licky.
Licky Licky goes for a protect, expecting the surf to go off. Surf does go off, no full paralysis. It hits! Pachirisu's gone! And so is Perugly.
The red corner lost both of their Pokemon.
The opponent is down into one Pokemon left. The Slow King takes more Life Orb damage. However, out comes Driftblim. Could Driftblim somehow turn the tide here?
Have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Slow King goes for the Psychic. It hits! And Driftblim goes down.
Huge amount of damage. It's down.
Conway has made it through to the last trainer and made it through to the finals.
The battle has ended.
Maybe they do have what it takes to become the world's greatest trainer champion. Only time will tell. Joe's Creepy throws the tantrum. We move on to the finals. Master Junior Joe is here. And they have a formidable, horrible looking team. Joe leads off with Torterra and Staraptor getting an Intimidate off.
From the blue corner, Shuckle, Licky Licky. And from the red corner, Staraptor, Torterra. Here they come.
Staraptor goes for a pluck into Shuckle.
A light hit.
And that steals the Citrus Berry. But it's not going to be of any effect to Staraptor because it has no HP lost.
Torterra.
However, it does prevent the ability to regenerate some HP on the opponent side of the field. Earthquake goes off, but Staraptor's unaffected. Both Licky Licky and Shuckle are going to take some damage. Shuckle goes for a Toxic, but unfortunately it misses.
Licky Licky restored its health.
Licky gets some HP back. The Torterra feels the poison.
The red corner is already poisoned. That's gonna be trouble if this becomes a drawn-out battle.
So Raptor goes for another puck into Shuckle. It doesn't do much though. As Licky Licky goes for a wish. So Terra goes for another earthquake. It hits them both, but both sides are able to hold on. Shuckle lands a toxic on Staraptor this time.
Ow! It was
Pointing on a timer. So Raptor takes some toxic damage. As Licky Licky seems to get some HP back.
The damage caused by poison is
As
slowly
Torterra
increasing.
loses more health.
The air in the
This is going to be
Colosseum
devastating
is
for the
tense.
opponent.
Licky Licky.
Licky Licky goes for a protect. And so does Shuckle. So Raptor goes for a pluck, but it has no target because they're protecting themselves. Torterra can't land a hit with its earthquake.
Licky Licky.
Licky Licky gets its health back thanks to the wish. The Staraptor loses more HP. And so does Torterra.
A heated battle is unfolding in the Colosseum.
Shuckle goes for the double protect, but unfortunately it fails. Again, we are not the computer. We don't get it 3 times in a row like they do. Lock goes off. Shuckle barely holds on. As Licky Licky goes for a body slam into Torterra.
Hit.
With the Intimidate though, it's not going to do much. Torterra goes for the Earthquake. And that's probably going to bring the Shuckle down.
An impressive move. That
No, Shuckle barely holds on.
the damage
More
caused by
poison for
is slowly
Staraptor.
increasing.
As Licky Licky gets more HP back. Torterra feels more poison.
The air in the Colosseum is tense. Licky Licky protects
Both
itself.
Pokemon seems to be going for Protect. As the opponent is going to be able to act once again.
Shuckle protected itself from the attack.
Unfortunately, with no opponents able to be hit. The Earthquake is going to be wasted and Torterra should go down here. The Staraptor sits on half health. Torterra goes down.
It's down due to damage.
Thanks to
from
the poison. Makes it a 4 versus 3.
Infernape
As out comes
is out.
Infernape. How
Blue
devastating.
Corner has the lead when comparing the number of remaining Pokemon, but we still can't predict the outcome of the battle. The blue corner calls their Pokemon back.
Licky Licky's called back to its Pokeball.
Dusk Noir
As out
is
comes
set down.
Duswa. Shuckle goes for the double protect, but again it fails. Block comes out for Staraptor,
Slammed him.
and that's going to finally bring the Shuckle down.
It couldn't take it. It's down.
Infernape goes for the Shadow Claw.
A smashing blow. That dealt some massive damage.
Did they predict the switch, or were they just going for Shuckle and just happened to get lucky? Licky comes back onto the field.
In terms of the number of remaining Pokemon, it's an even 50-50. Both sides still have a chance to win.
Duswa goes for the Shadow Sneak, gain priority over the Infernape. Staraptor goes for a block. It hits, but Duswa's able to hold on. However, it does steal its Gustat Berry, and that is unfortunate. Infernape goes for the Shadow Claw into Duswa, but Duswa's able to hold on. Body Slam comes out from Licky. They really need a paralysis here.
A hard hit from Body Slam.
Oh, just take out Infernape, that works too.
It couldn't survive the second hit and goes down.
Staraptor takes more poison and finally goes down after being a nuisance, removing the berries from the opponent. Leaving Joe with one Pokemon remaining. The last Pokemon is Pikachu.
Well, both corners still have a chance to win this. Who's going to take the glory?
Shell Sneak comes out from Dustwa. It hits! And Pikachu goes down.
By an intense blow.
Conway has managed to make his way through and win the Masterclass Rank 1
The blue corner pulled off an impressive victory
in the Stargazer Colosseum.
on the first set of the Masters battle.
Joe is disappointed, but that's just the way it goes. Clear cut Stargazer Colosseum, congratulations. 1,200 points against your worth in Stargazer Colosseum Masters Battle. Well, now continuing to have a great time in Poketopia. And with that, we're going to call the episode here. Conway did a pretty good job and put up a pretty good showing today in the Stargazer Colosseum. Will they be a formidable force in the world's greatest trainer tournament to come? Who knows? Make sure you hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the world's greatest trainer tournament coming soon. That said, thank you very much guys for watching, hope you have a wonderful day. Peace, hell yeah.
Call me the Blood Boss, the Mad Boss, the Savage with the Gyarados. As I will make you blast off harder than your last loss. Teach you a lesson like you won't bunch of lap dogs. It was fast, huh? You're mad, huh? Want me to slow it down or would you prefer it faster?